Hi all, welcome to Gautam Digital Learning. My name is Revati. I am Java full stack trainer at Gautam Digital Learning. So let's start our today's video with the continuation part of why C language, what is the need of C language, what is the need of Java, Python and different kinds of programming languages. So nowadays everybody is showing interest to learn C. No, they are not showing any interest to learn C language. They are showing interest to learn Java or Python. They are basically choosing between these two languages. As a basic level language in our college days or anywhere, C is introduced to us. People also suggest to learn C first. Why? What is the need for C? Is C is outdated in today's date? Is anybody is using C still in any project or in any organization? The simple answer is yes. C is still is in existence, will be there in existence forever. The word why I have made this much big statement is because C language came into picture in 1950s. From then till today we are using C language. Where we will use C language? If we are using that much, it is not popular. Why? We will understand in today's lecture. Coming to C language will comes in under procedural language. Procedural language. By using C language, we can develop standalone applications. By using C language, what kind of applications we can develop? Standalone applications. Okay, what do we mean by standalone application, or what is the meaning of standalone? The main meaning, or in general, if you just see it separately, then also you are able to understand standalone means it is used for single machine. The applications which are developed for single machine is nothing but standalone applications. The application which is used for single machine is called standalone application. Okay, so if we take the example, what is standalone applications? Okay, what all applications will come under standalone applications? If we see the example, compiler. Take it C compiler. Even C compiler is developed by using C language only. Java compiler is also got developed by using C language. Python compiler also got developed by using C language. .NET compilers are also got developed by using C language. Notepad kind of applications got used and got developed by using C language because they will stay in one computer. Okay, Notepad will be staying in one computer. What all applications we can say which are there in a single computer? If you take the example of calculator, okay, calculator will be there. Whatever you want to do calculations, you can perform in your computer. If your friend also want to perform, he cannot perform with your computer by sitting in some different place. Can he access the calculator in your system? No, of course not. Okay, these kind of applications like in general Calc will be there. This Calc calculator got developed by using C language. Okay, and the calendar application which will be there in your system, that also got developed by using C language. All the operating systems like Windows, Linux, Solaris, Unix, Linux, these are all developed by using C language. Okay, whatever applications which will come in the future, which will be there, if you are interested to introduce one more programming language. Okay, now you all are packed with whatever languages, programming languages are already exist, but even though out of interest, if you want to develop one more programming language, for that if you want to give compiler, every programming language needs compiler to convert it, the high level code, into binary language. For that purpose, for that compiler development also you have to use C language only. So this C language will never goes out of date, will never get expired guys. Okay, it will be used, it is being used, it will be get used. So coming to C language is used for single machine applications. If you try to download Java into your systems, at that point of time, for every operating system, there is different kind of compiler. JDK, the different kind of JDK will be there. He will ask whether your computer is Windows, download this one. If it is Solaris, download this one. It will be like that. Okay. So it got developed for a different computers, for different computers based on the operating system, it got developed. Okay, why like that? We will discuss at the in the class of platform dependency and platform independency. Coming to C language, basically when we have C language, when we are using C language, what is the use of Java, ma'am? Why they have introduced Java, or why they have introduced C++, why they have introduced .NET? So guys, if already one thing is exist, another thing is coming up, means there is more need, either there is more need or the need which is there that is not getting satisfied with the language which is already existed. So coming to C language, the major drawback with C language is C language we cannot connect with internet. C language applications we cannot connect with internet, or in different words, if I tell, internet applications we cannot develop by using C language. Okay, we cannot connect with the internet by using C. That is first drawback. Second drawback is C language is not object-oriented language. C language is not object-oriented language. What is object-oriented? When comes to the word object-oriented, let's understand deeply what is object-oriented, guys. Object-oriented is nothing but, if we see in general meaning of object-oriented is nothing but the real world entity. What is object? First of all, let's understand. The real world entity, or the real world, in the real world, whatever things are exist, that all comes under object. Let's take the example. In the real world, whatever things comes means living things will come, non-living things also will come. Coming to object, the chairs, the doors, okay, the laptops, the phones, the mouse, you, me, all are objects. Okay, for programming language, everything is object. Okay, if you want to perform, or if you want to record something, okay, if you want to maintain some track of the data, any application you want to develop, let's suppose you want to develop Instagram, WhatsApp, everything over there, people are involved. Those kind of applications are nothing but object oriented. Okay, they are object oriented, all are objects. Those kind of applications are used by using object oriented language. Okay, C is not at all object-oriented language. So that is the reason we cannot develop object-oriented programming by using C, simply. So that is another drawback. C is not object-oriented. Okay, great. These are two drawbacks. But C is having its own significance, its own place in the market, that whatever single based in the application, single machines, whatever applications we can develop, that applications are still getting developed by using C language. If we take real life example, okay, our Bluetooth guys, our Bluetooth we will use. How the Bluetooth device music with the music system we will connect. How we will connect? When we are connecting with the phone, we will connect only with single phone. Okay, that Bluetooth got developed by using C language. In our day-to-day life, if you see, when you are moving in the car, when you are traveling in the car, when you connect with the Bluetooth, when you connect your system, when you connect to your phone with the Bluetooth, okay, how you are able to connect? You can only connect one device. And you can only operate from that device. You can only play songs from that device. That is the simple example of C language. That Bluetooth device in the car got developed by using C language. Okay, that is the meaning and significance of C language. Great. Let's come to Java. Okay. In 1950s, C language got developed. Okay, C language got developed by the purpose to develop standalone applications only. Okay, on single machines, whatever applications are developed, like operating system, compilers, notepad, these kind of applications, for developing these kind of applications, calculator, calendars, these kind of applications only, for developing purpose, C language got introduced, and that did the needful by performing certain kind of operations successfully. C is very, very helpful for developing standalone applications. Okay, coming to Java. Java came into picture after internet is coming. Internet came into picture in 1990s and Java got developed in 1995. Java got developed from 1995. Before Java, there is C and there is C++. Okay, this C++, when already C is there, what is the need for C++? If you come to C++, C++ is also, we cannot connect with internet. We cannot connect with internet and it is partially object oriented. C++ is partially object oriented. It is not fully object oriented, guys. It is partially object oriented. Okay, so this is also not making our needs full, that we have to connect with the internet and we have to develop internet based applications because internet came into the picture. Okay, so nowadays can we imagine our life without internet? Obviously no. So that is the reason in 1995 only they thought we have the need of developing internet based applications. Okay, so in the 1995 they have developed, from 1990 to 1995 they are in the work to develop Java. They developed Java just for internet based applications only. Okay, first of all in their head that is there, that we have to introduce one language that will make sure it will develop internet based applications. Okay, Java is for internet based applications. The major use is that. Okay, so can we connect with internet? Yes, of course we can connect with internet. Okay, and Java is fully object oriented. Fully object oriented. Java is fully object oriented. Okay, great. Coming to Python. Why we will use Python, ma'am? Python is also object oriented and we can develop web technologies by using Python, and we can develop web technologies. Basically, Python is used for AI tools, in the AI automation or in the AI ML, machine learning, that kind of things. We will majorly use Python, guys. These are about different kinds of programming languages. Why we will use, what is the significance of it. Okay, so why Java? What is the need of Java? Okay, in today's market, is it worthy to learn Java? Will there be jobs after 5 years, after 10 years, after 15 years even? Can we choose Java as our career? That we will discuss in next video. I hope this video is very clear. Thank you guys. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye.